little bit late because I was playing Final Fantasy 10-2, and it was 10-2 when I started, and it was 8 o'clock, past 8 o'clock, when I was fighting the boss. So I'm a little bit late, but nobody cares anyway. I thought maybe I won't even bother, but then my flatmate said, oh, you're not doing your video? And I was like, ah, yeah, I suppose I am. So here I am. I was fighting monsters, not real monsters, just fake monsters. It was Ifrit. That was the boss. That was the boss that I was fighting in Final Fantasy. Anyway, you don't want to know about that because you're not here. There's nobody here, which isn't that surprising, to be honest. Anyway, I'm just going to amuse myself with my video games. I like playing video games. And does anyone else like playing video games? Probably not. That is a very strange chord sequence, but I'm going to do it anyway. Hello everybody that isn't here. It's nice to see the people that are not here, but everybody is going to be happy that they're not watching me. Hello, one person. I've driven away with that terrible chord sequence, and that I am playing video games all the week long. I've played them, and it's quite fun, really. I don't know whether you're a video game fan person that's come to see me. Hello, is it Phil? Is it Philip? Are you Philip? Or are you somebody else? I don't know. I was probably going to do something about Burns Night. I've just remembered, but then I forgot. Burns Night. I usually celebrate Burns Night, but I haven't done it for 2 years. It's terrible, 2 years. But I did get a tiny weeny little haggis, little gluten-free vegetarian haggis, and some nicks and tatties. It's actually a mixture of tatties is potatoes. The neeps is a turnip, but what I've actually got is I've got the carrot and turnip chopped up in a bag, and I put them in the freezer. So, because I don't really want to peel the turnip and everything. Anyway, so that's what I've been doing this week. Mainly nothing. But I'm going to miss Burns Night. It's on Tuesday, which is the 25th, if this is another day that's not Tuesday. The 25th of January. And most years, until 2 years ago, I'd go and visit friends, and we would toast the haggis and toast the lassies and the laddies and do all the stuff. And I haven't done it for 2 years, and it's so sad. So sad. So sad, probably, that I was doing it in the first place. It's not like I've got Scottish heritage. Although, according to Ancestry DNA, my Scottish DNA is going up and up. I didn't have any at all. I had some Native American and some Melanesian, but no Scottish. And then they changed it, and all of a sudden I'm 27% Scottish. It's like, am I? Sorry, my guitar was falling down here. I'm not even sure whether I'm live at the moment. Am I live? Is there anybody here? Is there anybody here? Live chat messages are visible. No, nobody here. So this is a hiding to nothing. I'm just going to amuse myself for a little bit, which is basically what I always do. Hello everybody, what have you seen? What have I seen this week? I saw the Eternals, which has got a character that I thought was called Sassy, but she's not. She's called Cersei, but it's spelt with an S. And it's got an Icarus that's spelt with a K. And it's got a Fastos that's got no E in it. So he's not Phaistos. But Gilgamesh is spelled the way that Gilgamesh is supposed to be spelled. Except he probably isn't, because he's ancient Sumerian, and they had a very different alphabet. It's not actually an alphabet at all. It's the sort of thing. But if you've ever read Gilgamesh and Enkidu, you'll know that it's a lovely tale for you. And Gilgamesh is sort of in love with Enkidu, but he's not in the film because they completely bypass that bit. They sort of mention Enkidu a tiny bit, but then Enkidu doesn't do anything, and then he doesn't appear at all. But it's quite a good film, but it's a very long film, and I would recommend The Eternals if you want to watch a film. But if you don't want to watch a film that's 2.5 hours long, then don't watch The Eternals, because it's 2.5 hours long. And that is my review of The Eternals. It's very, very fun if you like that sort of thing. It's a little bit like the Justice League, but not exactly, because it's got sort of god people in it, but aren't really god people, and they haven't got any of the ones that are in the Norse mythology, because the Norse mythology ones are also in the Marvel universe, and they're not in this film, they're in a different film. They're not in this film, but they might be in the next one, because it's got some other people in the film. And if you like that sort of thing, I would recommend The Eternals. And also I would recommend Encanto, which apparently is very big everywhere. And the one character that hasn't got any action figures is Louisa, and she's very popular. And everybody wants a piece of her, but nobody can, because there are no action figures. And everybody wants Louisa, but nobody can, because there aren't any action figures. And that's basically what's happened this week. It's basically what's happened all the weeks, and I played Final Fantasy 10.2. It's not 0.2, it's sort of a hypheny 2, and it's quite fun because you play with these people and then you change their costumes and you get different powers, which is a bit like the Eternals and a bit like Marvel, but a little bit not like that as well. And that is my song for the week, because there's nobody here to watch me, and I'm very, very sad and very, very lonely, and there's nobody here to talk to, and I don't know why. Where have you gone? I don't know why. Where have you gone? And the video games is what the name of this video is about, and I haven't really talked about them except for Final Fantasy. I haven't really played any other video games apart from Clone Evolution. I suppose I play that. And Clone Evolution is a very strange thing where you've got little characters that look a little bit like famous dead people, but they're not famous dead people because they've got different names and they've got different powers, and they fight each other and they fight each other and they fight each other and they fight each other, and then nothing really happens, and then you play it for years and nothing happens because it's a free game. And nobody's watching me, and this is all very sad. Nobody's watching me. I'm not really going mad. Am I going mad? I might be, because there's nobody here and I don't know why. Is there something going on that I don't know about, or have I just ceased to be important? Well, I know that I was never important, so that's probably what it is. Probably what it is. So I'm going to just keep singing stupid songs that don't make sense and are really, really long, like The Eternals, which was very, very long, but it was quite entertaining, as I said. And this is a song, and this is a song, and this is a song of the week. And this is a song, and this is a song, and this is a song of the week. Hello. No, I've got one person, so I stopped singing my song of the week because that was just entertaining myself because nobody was here. But hello, nice to see you. I was just about to sort of pack this up and go home, although I am at home, because and now I've disconnected and reconnected. I wondered whether I was actually on camera at all when I just sang my little heart out and sang the little song, and there wasn't anybody here because there probably wasn't even a live stream. I don't even know what's happening anymore. But hello, person, if you're here. I don't know whether I should bother staying because you have not let yourself be known. Is there anybody there? Is there anybody there? Let's do a seance. There's somebody here. Oh, that's something else that I've watched this week. Archive 81 on Netflix. I also recommend that. That's spooky. I'm not going to spoil that for anybody, except it's spooky. Apparently based on a podcast, which I haven't heard, but apparently nothing to do with the podcast, which makes no difference, really. Other things that I've watched this week, don't know. Stuff. The Masked Singer. I know that's terrible. Everyone's like, don't watch The Masked Singer, it's rubbish. But I quite enjoy it. It's one of those undemanding little things you can watch and go, oh, yeah, that's a thing. Oh, that person. And the person they unmasked, I'm not going to reveal, but they unmasked him. It was him. They unmasked them. And I went, what? And then I realised I didn't know who and I was like, oh, well, I've heard of that person, but I don't know who they are. And then I looked them up and I heard some of the songs that they've sing. And I was like, oh, I know those songs. And I was like, I didn't know that that's who sang them. And I didn't know what that person looked like. And of course, they look different now anyway, because it's 20 years on. Almost 20 years on. Time flies, doesn't it? And I was thinking, what was I doing at that time? And I was like, well, I'm still working at the magazine. 2004. That's when the person who's unmasked, which you probably don't care about because you don't watch The Masked Singer, you've got no investment in this. It's probably a pointless, little, fruitless me talking about it. But that's pretty much all I do is fruitlessly talk at myself. And in the hope that somebody's watching and they get something out of it. And if you don't, I'm sorry. But one of you's still here. So hello, one person. Yeah, so I can't see what you're saying. Nothing. Nobody said anything to me at all. I'm just going to carry on singing. 2 people, hello 2 people. I'm just going to carry on singing, carry on singing, carry on singing. Yes, carry on singing, even though I can't sing very well. Hello, thank you very much for my one lovely like. And it went again. Thank you very much. Is that slapping me? Is slapping me? I don't know if that's a slap, but thank you for the slap. I suppose that's something. And that was a very bad chord. I moved it here instead of here. Oh. Dee. And somebody said you should play it further up. And if I play it further up, it sounds very much different above the guitar. Well, I had a plectrum, but I don't know where the plectrum's gone. So I'll just put it down. Hello, people. 3 whole people and 1 like. 1 thumbs up. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. That's the nicest thing that anybody's ever done for me, to quote a song. Yeah, so you have to probably go back and hear the vast majority of what I was going to say I've already said. Now the 5 people are here. Nobody tuned in until after I'd said it all and sang it all. A big singing, singy song. Sing, song, sing. But it's good to have 2 whole likes. Thank you very much. That's very nice. Very nice indeed. I was just about to pack it in and go downstairs and go, happy Sunday to you too, Jerry. Yes, happy Sunday to you. Yes. Oh, did you see the news that I saw some news that said that there's never ever been anything that's living on Mars. And then I saw the news that maybe there is something living on Mars. You didn't miss it. You missed the song that I was singing. The song that I was singing about the Eternals and the stuff that I watched this week. And it's not a very good song, but none of them are. But never mind. Get in your car, drive somewhere else and get a takeaway and then come back and then say, oh, that was a terrible song, Elise. That was a terrible song. All of the songs that you ever sing are terrible, terrible songs. So it was, there was a thing about Mars, and it was like, there's never anything that lives on Mars, and then something contradictory, they went, but there is stuff on Mars. So now the jury's out whether they can find stuff that's on Mars, but there might be. And when Elon Musk goes there, he'll go, look, there was a thing on Mars after all. He's going to go there, and he'll have to stay there. That's what's going to happen to Elon Musk. I predict, Mystic Me, I predict that he's going to live on Mars because he is. He's probably not going to live on Mars. I don't know why he would. It doesn't seem to be a very hospitable environment. Really? All the way up there? So this week I've mostly been, as I said, watching various media and playing video games. I didn't actually play that many. Final Fantasy X-2. The audio's good. Oh, that's good. That's a change. That makes a change. The video game that I was playing, I didn't play it all this week because, yeah, I hope he stays there too. Because I forgot about it. I got very despondent because there was a little game within the game, like a mini game, that involved maths and adding things up. And if you beat it, then you got a dress sphere, which is the in-game thing where you get the powers and the different costumes. And I was like, I can't beat it. And I was like, I was getting really frustrated because you play 2 games and then you can save it. But then you play a game and if you win it, you go straight to the one where you win or don't win. And I lost hundreds of times in a row. And I was like, what am I doing wrong? I don't really understand this. I didn't understand this game. It's called Sphere Break. And basically, you have to add up the numbers and then break some spheres. And the numbers are all sort of wiggly and weird. And my eyes were going funny. And I was like, and I was panicking. And even though you got 45 seconds to make the move, I was like, I don't know what to do. So I got very frustrated with it indeed, and left it. But I played it again today and I got it. I won the sphere. Ha ha! And then I was like, well, that was a bit pointless, wasn't it? What a waste of my time. Why was I all frustrated about this? But I've got past it now. Past it. So I don't have to do it again. That's really what all of life is about. You go, whoa, I'm looking forward to this thing. I'm going to do it really quickly. And it's not working. And then if it works, then you go, yay, fantastic. Yeah, time, it's just an adding game as well. But I didn't really understand the rules. So I was getting the right number. But I was like, I don't know how this, because I was like, I've got the numbers. Why is that? Why am I not winning? I don't understand it. And the more frustrated I was like, and then people kept moving around. I was like, stop. It's just like, oh, I'm not bothering you. It's like, I'm going to do maths. Anyway, done now. It's like, oh, I was enjoying the game until the maths. And it was the fact that the numbers were all wiggly as well. Yes, fine life, good. Yes, fine life. It keeps cutting out, but, you know, in the end, we got here. In the end. So, I don't know what's coming up. Evening. Hello, Terry. I don't know what's coming up in the next few weeks. Everything seems to be opening up and different. And I remain the only person I know that hasn't had the thing that everyone's had. And I don't know why. And it's inevitable that it will happen. Especially now everything's opening up. But I'm just like, no. I don't know what to do now. I'm going to have to stay inside just in case. But I've been out and about and stuff, and it's like, I don't know what I'm doing right. But I'm hopefully going to carry on doing it. But then I don't know. Anyway, I don't know what's happening, basically. I don't know what's happening in the world. I don't know what's... I'm feeling a little bit... I mean, if you saw the live stream last week, I'm just like, oh, what's the point? But, you know, the point is to carry on and to be happy. How do you be happy? I don't know. You tell me. If I'd have mashed... Oh, you've gone back and seen that. Gilgamesh. Yes, you would if you have mashed, you know, you can have... if you have the burnt supper with the Gilgamesh, you can have mashed up Gilgamesh with the haggis. Maybe here's the haggis. Neeps and tatties and Gilgamesh. Anyway, haggis, it's a funny thing. I thought I saw somewhere that it's illegal in America to eat haggis or to buy haggis or proper haggis because of sheep's intestine. But if it's vegetarian, gluten-free, then I'm sure that isn't an issue. So you can still eat haggis. Basically, it's sort of peppery mush from inside of a sheep. It's mostly oats, to be honest. I think the main ingredients is oats and pepper. When I've had it before, even when I've had the one that is full fat, full flavour, full proper haggis, and I got a bit ill afterwards, and I wasn't sure not why, because there's all sorts of reasons it could be why, really. Hopefully, but it's quite delicious in a weird, you know, that it's just like, this thing should not taste nice, but it does. It's a very strange thing. And people make jokes about hunting haggises, ha ha ha. In the same way that they in Australia, they go on about koalas that jump on you and eat you and stuff, and they don't really do that. It's like haggises in Scotland that you have to go and hunt the haggis. Oh, it's a very terrifying beast, a wee timorous beastie. Timorous is obviously sort of timid, so it's not that, and that's also talking about a mouse, not a haggis. A wee timorous beastie is a mouse, not a haggis, as far as I know. Maybe Rabbi Burns was talking about a haggis all along. Maybe fish, fresh fish in Gilgamesh mash, yes. Maybe that as well, Jerry, maybe that. So yes, I am probably going to do a Burns supper-ish. And I probably got some leftover whiskey somewhere as well. That's a famous whiskey sauce for a haggis, is basically whiskey poured over the haggis, which I'm sure it improves everything, whiskey. If you like whiskey, if you don't like whiskey, then obviously not. If you don't like haggis, then obviously even whiskey over it, especially if you don't like whiskey, it's probably not going to help it. And mashed turnips is like probably not, I mean, you wouldn't think. I don't normally eat turnips. It's not a thing. I think my grandmother used to have like diced turnips for Sunday dinner, but Sunday lunch, as is if you're English, but Sunday dinner, which is at lunchtime on a Sunday. And really nobody else that I know has ever cooked and made me try to eat turnips except for on Burns night. It's quite nice. Do they? Okay, yeah, Gilgafish. I don't know what's going on in the chat, but it's very that way. But it's very interesting nonetheless. So yes, Burns night on Tuesday, and that's the thing. And if it's not Tuesday, as I say, it'll be Burns night again. Very much if I'm doing a Christmas one. If it's not Christmas, it'll be Christmas again. If all being well, I don't know. This could be the end. I did hear that the Earth's internal core is cooling much faster than expected. Now, I didn't read any further, so I'm thinking that they probably mean in millions of years or hundreds of thousands of years rather than by next week. But if it is by next week, then we're probably in trouble. So, you know, maybe there won't be another one. Depressingly doom and gloom. And I also saw that there was a meteor coming ever so close to Earth, and then the scientists said that they can't be sure that there aren't lots more coming, lots more dangerous big ones. So fun. So Don't Look Up on Netflix as well is also something to watch that deals with this very thing. I haven't done a song about it in the way that I did one about the Eternals, but you know, whatever. I haven't done a song. Basically, even when I do a song, very, very much arguably, truly, I probably haven't really done a song. 7 people now, I know. It's amazing, isn't it? Amazing! And 3 of you liked it. And the other 4 are just hanging around for no good reason. But hello anyway. You are welcome. You're very welcome, as always. Yes, 4 thumbs up. No, I've only got 3 on this side. 4 thumbs up. I've only got 2 thumbs, actually. But I've got 3 showing up for me at the top of the screen. Yeah, so very much so. I'm very much happy that you're coming to see 5. Thank you very much for 5. That was very, very generous, even though I played all weird chords instead of the right chords. But it's very, very generous. Better than half, exactly, because now there are only 6 people and 5 of you said a like. And I'm very appreciative of that. Thank you very much for the 5 thumbs up. 5 is better than 2 thumbs up. Thank you very much, Kenrick. Sorry, my eyes have gone. I was going to blame my eyes, but it was my tongue that tripped over. Very much, Kenrick. I know who you are. It's people that I know. Maybe we could send the global warming. Yes, blue. I'm saying people's names wrong. That's nothing new. I got very confused about Kit Harington and Robert Richard Madden, don't even know his name. He's definitely not the same guy that's on GMTV who is Richard something else, who used to be Richard and Judy. He's a different person to that, I think. Is he though? And I don't even know the difference, even though one of them's got a Scottish accent, even though Icarus is probably not really Scottish in the film. But that's what happens when you cast a lot of British people in a film that is set in ancient days, and all the ancient people speak in a sort of Englishy accent. Even the ones that have American accents are speaking in an Englishy accent. And I don't know why, because they're ancient people that lived thousands of years ago. And it seems a little bit weird. I'll be so will I be so befuddled? I don't know. I'm not going to watch this back. I don't watch back my own videos. What do you think? I am a narcissist? Yes, I probably am. And I got really confused this week about some other different actors, and I feel very, very ashamed of that. It was very, 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 very humiliating, and I shut up and I had a really big think about that. And then all the night afterwards I went, oh, how can I get those two actors wrong? And it wasn't Kit Harington and it wasn't Richard Madden. That's probably not his name anyway. It was some other ones that were even more embarrassing to get confused. And I felt really, really humiliated. But it's my own fault. It's my fault for being stupid. And I don't know the difference between different actors. I get very, very, very confused. For instance, I used to think that Ben Stiller was in Armageddon. And it's not Ben Stiller, it's the other Ben. The one that was with J-Lo, who's a very different Ben, but I didn't know the difference then. And I'm not really sure, even though they've got very different faces and very different sort of features and very different ways. I still thought that Ben Stiller was in Armageddon, and it's Ben Affleck, that's his name, Ben Affleck. And Ben Affleck was with two people called Jennifer, and I don't get them confused, even though one of them is called Jennifer Garner, and I get her very confused with Hilary Swank, because Hilary Swank is not Jennifer Garner. Jennifer Garner is not J-Lo, but I still get really very, very confused because everybody looks the same to me. I think I've got something wrong with my head. They don't really look the same, I just get confused. It's like I used to think that the late great, what's his name? See, I can't even remember people's names. Archbishop Desmond Tutu. I keep getting their names wrong. There's too many Bens in the song. Archbishop Desmond Tutu, I thought looked very, very much like what's his name that was in the things we've been crying. Bob Hope. See, I've got cancelled. My own video stream is cancelling me because I thought that Bob Hope looked like Desmond Tutu. He's got the same nose. He has. I know nobody thinks that everyone's like, don't be silly. He's got the same nose. I'm back, and he does have the same nose. I'm sorry, but he does. I mean, yeah. I've gone again. Yes, I've gone again. Yes, it's a conspiracy. Marilyn Monroe and Doris Day, not the same person. Never been the same person, not even close to the same person, but somebody thought that they were the same person. But, there you go. Classic film stars. Whatever. I'm going to go now on that bombshell, now that I've cancelled myself and made myself look like an idiot. I didn't need any help. And yet I did. 10 whole people. Thank you very much, 10 people, for tuning in. You're going to have to go back to see the main part of this. And thank you for tuning in. I will see you again. See you again next week. 9. See, somebody's already gone. See you again next week. And have a lovely week. Yay. Bye-bye. Go and see the Eternals or something else. Yeah, bye-bye.